In the remote countryside of southern Alabama, wild hogs aren't just a nuisance. They're a waking nightmare. Just one night is enough to turn a cornfield into a war zone, a vegetable garden into a scene of chaos, like a tornado ripped through it. These beasts are bold, sneaking into yards while folks are fast asleep, digging up soil, smashing trash cans, even sending people to hospital for trying to chase them off barehanded, when the threat became too much to bear. We, local farmers and hunters, had no choice but to fight back. A major hunt was quietly set in motion, marking the start of a dangerous and high-stakes showdown. Once everyone was in position, I quietly checked my rifle and loaded each round one by one. A few buddies and the hunting dogs fanned out along the edge of the woods. It didn't take long. Soon, the HOG showed up. They were small but lightning fast. I pulled the trigger 3 times, missed every shot. Just as one was slipping into the tall grass, I fired again, this time dead on. It dropped instantly, twitching on the ground. Then out of nowhere, another one burst out from the side, just a few steps away. Instinct kicked in. I squeezed the trigger. It hit the dirt without making a sound. We kept up the chase, pushing through thick, damp woods with our hearts pounding. Suddenly, a massive boar, about the size of a motorcycle, burst out from the underbrush, eyes wild and defiant. I didn't hesitate, raised my rifle, lined up the shot in a split second, and pulled the trigger. The bullet hit right at the base of its neck. It dropped hard and didn't move an inch. Out here in these wild hills, we're no strangers to tough animals. We don't just know how to shoot, we know how to wait. And this hunt was far from over. Our crew kept tracking the torn up soil, inching forward. Then finally, the lead boar showed itself behind a low thicket. A shot rang out instantly. It dropped, swallowed by a thin veil of smoke. For a moment, no one said a word. Like we just come out the other side of a hunt that had us holding our breath the whole way through. About 30 minutes later, I spotted a hog just a little over 10 meters away. No time to think. I raised my rifle and pulled the trigger. Clean shot. It dropped without a sound. The afternoon air was strangely still, like the hogs had let their guard down. We stayed perfectly quiet, hidden behind the brush, waiting for the right moment. As a few stepped out from the tree line, we moved fast. Quick, precise shots dropped several big boars, each with razor-sharp tusks, in just seconds. The whole crew kept up the chase through the afternoon, crossing rocky creeks, steep slopes, and muddy clearings. From well-planned ambush points, we fired round after round without letting up. In terrain like this, it was experience and steady nerves that gave us the upper hand. Every gunshot meant another hog down, and by the end of the day, the number we'd racked up had gone well beyond what we expected. Even as the sun dipped low, more hogs kept sneaking through the brush. We stayed sharp, eyes scanning, fingers ready on the trigger, waiting for the right moment. By the time the sun slipped behind the hills, we were all worn out, but deep down, there was a quiet, overwhelming sense of satisfaction. This hunt wasn't just a battle against the wild. It was a stand to protect our crops, and a show of unity to defend the peaceful lives of farming families in this quiet countryside. Sure, the hogs are still out there, and they'll keep multiplying. But as long as we stick together, these invaders won't get the upper hand again. If you found this story worth hearing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the channel so you won't miss our next raw and action-packed journey.